Application numbers are picking up. Let's talk about it on Today in Mortgages. Hey, what's going on, Dreammakers? Welcome back to the show. We're talking about what's real, what's hype, and what you should actually be paying attention to out there in the world of mortgage and real estate news. Rich, we got some good numbers coming in. You want to talk about some good news?
Yes, let's talk about good news. Even if it's a little bit better than it was the week before, we love to talk about good news here.
Absolutely. So the good news that we're bringing comes from nationalmortgageprofessional.com, and we are just talking about the applications ticking up in the past week. And Rich, this is after third straight weeks of rates getting modestly better. Let's definitely say with the asterisk, modestly better.
Just a few bips, and it doesn't take much to spark some interest. But yeah, so the data that we're using here is from the Mortgage Bankers Association, where they do weekly survey of applications. So that's what they're reporting on, and they saw an increase of 3.1%, which is great overall. Total apps taken last week. The biggest thing to pull out of it is that 5% of that, it was an increase of 5% in refinance applications. So of that 3.1% increase, of all of the applications taken, 42%, almost 42, was refinance applications. So refinances are kicking up.
Well, Rich, and that's interesting because we've not seen that in a long time, obviously, but in kind of a quote unquote normal year, which again, we haven't had in a long time, you would see that kind of balance in purchase versus refinance applications, right? That'd be kind of a normal balance.
Just for us as a company, that would be
Mm.
high. We've always traditionally been 80-20. So I sent you a graph, and hopefully maybe you could put it up right now, but it's Fred who tracks all this stuff. On August 1st, 2022, the 30-year conforming fixed rate was 5%, 5.12%. We haven't sniffed that since then. So that's 3 full years above 5%. There's a lot of homes that refinanced at 5 point that missed the COVID. They bought a home or they refinanced during that period that now have a lot of equity. And so a lot of what you're seeing in that refinance is not just rate term refinances, maybe FHA loans and others coming off of 2-1 buy downs that they got during the purchase. It's cash out loans. People are leveraging the equity they've earned to do cash out loans to save and to pay off a lot of this consumer debt that they've acquired over the last few years. So that's part of that. That's why that's increasing now.
Rich, the other thing that I'm seeing in this is that as we've seen rates come down just a scotch, like you like to say, over the past 3 weeks, and we've seen this uptick in application, it just goes to show how much appetite there is out there on the sidelines, people waiting and watching for even just a little bit relief on rates.
There were people that bought homes at an interest rate of 8% just, a couple years ago. So, those same people can get a 7% interest rate today. And a lot of those people are saying, man, I'd rather save $250 today than, who knows what later. We don't know where interest rates are going. All the signs are they may come down, but we've been saying that or feeling it for 3 years and nothing has happened. So people are just exercising. I'm going to save $250 now. If it makes sense on the return on investment, if I feel I can earn it back and the costs in 12 or 18 months, and I'm going to move forward with it. A lot of that's happening. And then, like I said, the cash outs, they're really looking at it like, okay, I can go get a HELOC at 9.5% variable interest rate, interest only payment, but then my blended rate ends up being the same as a new fixed rate. So they're just doing more new first lien cash out loans. It just makes sense to do it now.
Okay, yeah, Rich, that definitely makes sense. I was reading more into kind of this pent up demand. I think maybe there's some of that there, but your point is good that there is just a lot of people who are looking to get creative with how they can save money and also pay off those debts. So, Rich, anything else in this article that we should be paying attention to?
Well, Michael, there is a lot of pent up demand. There's a lot of people that bought homes and used creative financing to 2-1 buy downs, 3-1 buy downs, that they do want to lock into a lower fixed interest rate. And they want to do it as quickly as possible because those rates every year are jumping 1% in interest rate. So they do want that. There's a lot of pent up demand. So if they can get those interest rates at 6.5% or 7%, there will be a lot of people refinancing right away. So there is a lot of pent up demand, but we're seeing it increase now, which is all good signs.
Yeah, that is definitely really good. Well, Rich, we here at the network, like you said, are trying to do our best to weather all seasons and all rate environments. And so, what are we talking about here at the network that we can kind of share with those out there listening and watching?
Yeah, we're just internally, our buddies at our competitors, other companies just like us, they're not your competition. Your competition are the servicers. So you need to get out and service your client for life. You need to be talking to them, coaching them, doing annual reviews on their mortgage and talking about what's available to them for their refinances for their families. You got to be doing that, or someone else is going to be doing it for you.
Well, Rich, I always love sneaking in these coaching questions that you can share with our audience, but you are coaching our people inside the network all the time. So if you guys are out there looking for a better place to hang your hat that cares about you, cares about your business, and wants to coach you into greatness, Network Funding is the place for you. Click that grow link below and learn all there is to know about the best network in mortgages. Rich, any final words today?
Yeah, reach out. Reach out, u.nflp.com, and I'll personally call you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Rich, for your expertise on this today. Thank you for coaching us into greatness here at the network. Thanks, everyone out there, for watching and listening wherever you are. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time on Today in Mortgages. Today in Mortgages is produced by Network Funding LP, which is an equal housing lender, NMLS 2297. The content of this program is meant to be a commentary on mortgage and real estate news, and any discussion of rates and or products should not be taken as an individual mortgage or home buying advice or pricing estimates. And any commentary on this show should not be considered a promise to make a loan. All applicants for a loan must qualify, and you should consult a professional regarding your individual loan scenarios for your financial situation. Visit our website at nflp.com/licenses for all state licensing and other legal information.